Hi everyone, it's Debbie May at Wholesale Supples Plus. Welcome to this week's video newsletter, and today we're going to talk all about the trend of sea salt. I don't know if you've been out to any retail stores lately, but sea salt is everywhere. It used to just be in your fine spas and sort of upscale, but many retailers have it. I even found it at Walmart the other day. And it's sort of an alternative to the bath bomb trend, maybe a little old school, but you're able to make it, and it's super easy. It doesn't fail like some bath bombs do. And we're going to talk to you today all about the different salts that are offered at Wholesale Supples Plus. So if you want to jump on the bandwagon of sea salt, we'll give you the tools to do that. So pour yourself a quick cup of tea. If you need to pause this and come back and catch up with us live, that's fine. If you're watching it on Facebook, make sure you like our page. Make sure you share this. Send us lots of hearts so I know that you guys enjoy these and you want us to keep going. So let's get started. All about sea salt. Oh, and one other thing. Make sure you tune in all the way to the end because I have 2 sales that I want to tell you about. And you guys will be the first to know. So first, sea salt. The first sea salt I want to talk about, I get a lot of questions on, is the red sea salt. And it's actually pronounced Alea. It's A-L-E-A-E. No, A-E-A. A-L-A-E-A. But it's Alea. And we have 2 different sizes. One is a fine grain, and one is a coarse grain. And what I want you to notice about these 2 are the color differences. The large grain, or I'm sorry, the small grain is a little bit of a darker red. And this has clay in it from the island of Kauai, and that red clay is what gives it this natural red color for both of these. So the fine is a little bit of a lighter red, and the small is a little bit of a darker red. So those are those 2. I'm just going to put them back here. The next one I want to talk about is the pink sea salt, and it's a little bit different than those. The pink sea salt, can you get that on camera? Great. The pink sea salt actually comes from the Himalayan mountains. And what makes this salt so special is that the ancient seas that were frozen created some salt not licks like a deer lick, but salt areas, and the salt is mined out of there. So the pink Himalayan sea salt is considered to be some of the purest salt on earth. It's made with the purest, those ancient waters, and it has a natural pink color. Nothing's added. The next salt is one of my favorite salts. It's the black sea salt. And I'm going to put it here so you can take a look at it. The black sea salt comes from the Pacific waters, and it's actually blended with activated charcoal that's made from coconut shells. What I like about it is charcoal is hot. Everybody right now wants to put charcoal in their products. And if you've used charcoal at all, it can make a huge mess really fast. I remember years ago when I first heard about the trend and I cracked open a charcoal capsule and I brushed my teeth, I actually went and had to have my counters professionally cleaned because it was such a mess. This is a great way to bring that charcoal in with the sea salt into your products. And we're going to give you some ideas on kits products you can make with kits we offer. So that's the black sea salt. Let's see, the Epsom salt is actually magnesium sulfate. I'm going to tip it here. And if you've ever had maybe aches and pains and you've been to the doctor and they'll say soak your feet in Epsom salt. In fact, if you go to the pharmacy, that's where I first learned about Epsom salt. And it sure enough works, but it's not your normal sodium chloride, it's magnesium sulfate, so it acts a little bit differently. I love to put this in all of my bath salts with some of the others. You can blend them together. And this is a very pure, high pure grade of Epsom salt. The next salt is Dendritic salt, and this is hands down the best-selling salt at Wholesale Supples Plus. It's made by Crafter's Choice. It is a super fine salt, but what I love about dendritic salt, it actually absorbs oil and locks it. So you can add this to your bath products, and it then releases, as it dissolves in the water, it'll release that oil, whether it's a fixed oil, carrier oil, essential oil, whatever oils you want to add into your formula. Dendritic salt is great, and again, hands down, top seller at Wholesale Supples Plus. We have two salts, other salts. One is the European spa salt, and the other is the Dead Sea salt. And I get a lot of questions about what are the differences. The Dead Sea salt actually comes from the waters off of Israel, and that is very, very appealing to many people because of, and you can go online and read about the different minerals and the content of the water there. And the other one is the European salts, and those come from the waters and the ocean near France. So that's actually made in France. Both of them are high quality. European has probably been around, at least in the US market, a little bit longer than the Dead Sea, but both have, we're talking 20, 30 years. They've been very, very well used. I haven't looked recently, but I think the European might be a little bit cheaper if cost is a price point for you. I like them both. We blend the large, the medium, and the small crystal European for a blend. Because if you've ever, I take a bath every night. If you've ever sat in a bath, you don't want all medium crystals or all large because they don't dissolve as fast. And sometimes you'll sit in that tub and you'll actually sit on a crystal and it kind of hurts. So it's nice to blend different size crystals and they will dissolve in the water at different rates. So those are those two. Did I miss any? I have a cheat sheet over here. I did not. The only thing is, the other thing, if salts are new to you, sea salt is new to you, we do have 3 different sampler sets for you to try, and you save money trying those sampler sets. And of course, we have free shipping in the US over $25. So that might be a new way to sort of bring it to your line if you've not tried it before. Here are some examples of different kits, and I've got to tell you, 2 of them are coming out soon. They're not live on our site yet, but we made them for an upcoming magazine, so I wanted to share them. This is a lavender chamomile bath soak, and this has, I'm going to try and open it. This has a little more than just sea salt in it. It has some herbs and some additional. It's truly a bath soak. The second one is an awesome, awesome sea salt scrub. And this is great for exfoliating. It snowed again today in Ohio, but one day I am sure the sun is going to come out and I will need to exfoliate before I get a little bit of a suntan. I like to use the sea salt, but I'll be honest with you, I don't like salt on my legs because I'm someone who shaves my legs and I find the salt can burn, so I use sugar scrubs on my legs to exfoliate before tanning, but everywhere else I like salt. So that's that. If you like the good old bath salts, this is just a blend of pink, and it looks like maybe some European or Epsom, something more of a white or a clear. You can also add bath salt to your bath tea as a way to give it a little bit extra boost. I specifically like the dendritic salt for this because it can hold on to your oils, and it helps from your herbs going rancid. So if you're making your bath tea and you add some oil to it, sometimes that oil can cause your bath tea to kind of get moldy and yucky. So what I do is I have a bowl of dendritic salt and maybe some other ones, and I will put my fragrance or my essential oils in that, let it dry out for a day or two, then I add that to my herbs to make my bath tea. So that's a little tip. And then you can have fun color blending. This was something we did quick, and it's actually a kit online. But we mixed, in this case, can you get a good shot without a glare? Some of the red sea salt and some of the black sea salt. So that's kind of fun. You can color blend. So make sure you ask lots of questions about the sea salt. Like I said, it's a really hot trend right now. Sometimes it's only really talked about during beach and sort of summertime, but now's the time to sort of get your line going, and hopefully this is going to give you some different ideas on how to be inspired to use sea salt every day and not just in those beachy summer days. So I told you 2 big sales. As you're aware, autism is very, very close to my heart. I have a daughter who's severely autistic, and I just love her. Everybody who meets her loves her. April is Autism Awareness Month. And I wanted to give a shout out to a company by the name of LifeWorks here in the Cleveland, Ohio area that employs kids with autism, and they make lotions and they make scrubs and they make all different products. So that's one thing. I just wanted to give a shout out because they do great, great work, and they employ people and provide vocational opportunities to kids that may not, or adults that may not typically fit into an everyday vocational setting. But I didn't want to just give a shout out to them. One of the things they make are the puzzle pieces, and this is absolutely a top seller at Handmade Studio, which is the retail store attached to Wholesale Supples Plus. And this month we have marked down the puzzle silicone mold to $10 each. It's a great way to stock up. It's a nice sturdy mold. And in this case, we just did the stained glass, or they did the stained glass colors in yellow, ocean blue, orange, and probably the forest green. They package them up in these little boxes, and we're super happy to support their efforts. But it's a way for you, if you work with PTA groups or daycares or however you sell, maybe jump on the puzzle piece and let them, you know, maybe make some puzzle shapes. It's a really fun way to support autism. Then the other sale that we have going on, just new, are the 2-pound trays of Crafter's Choice soap base. Until Sunday, all trays have been marked down to $5 each. You heard that right. They went from $7.95, I think it was, to $5 a tray while supplies last. I have to tell you, I put this sale on maybe a half hour, maybe an hour before we did the Facebook Live, and I already saw them flying off the shelf. All of them, the honey, the white, the clear, the crystal clear, the colored soaps. This is that beautiful sparkleberry colored soap. All of those, they're all $5 a tray while supplies last. $25 or more, you get free shipping in the lower 48 of the United States. Jump on them before they're sold out. We cannot sell more than what's been allocated. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video newsletter for Wholesale Supples Plus. If you like it, give us a big thumbs up. We'd love to keep doing these and bringing you information that can help you succeed. That's it for today. Have a super weekend. Bye.